Hi, my name is Zen Mommy, and no, my name is Simone, and I am Zen Mommy, and I help people with spiritual awakening, ascension, and the healing of the mind, body, and soul. And today, I want to thank everybody for joining my channel. And if you're new and this is your first video, if you resonate with me, please subscribe and click the bell button so you can be notified when my next video comes out. Today is going to be my vlog update. I've been trying to do these weekly since this year started. And, I was sitting here debating whether or not I was going to do this one today because I didn't have anything particular on my mind to talk about. So something told me to just turn it on and just go ahead. So I'm going to do that. So let's see. Past week, um, I really have noticed a shift in my vibration. I've noticed I noticed a big change, and I really think that like the little steps that I've been making, like the steps, I think the key is the steps that I was afraid to make, what had me frozen, holding me back. Um, I getting out of the house, starting to work out more, starting my garden, doing the book reading weekly. The Thich Nhat Hanh book reader for meditators. And all of it has been shifting me. And then, things have been shifting me, at home, in my relationship as well has been shifting. Because as your relationship, that person is a mirror of you. And so I learn a lot about myself through the reflection that I see in my spouse. And so I've gotten to the point where I've shifted away from the old version of myself. So what happened last year is I was when I had my awakening, I shifted into a new version of myself. And I truly thought like this old version of me that was lazy and watching TV and like not connecting to the world. Um, I thought that was over after I became Zen Mommy, but what happened is I went through some low vibrational things that kind of dug up some old versions of myself. And I kind of lapsed into who she was. And now I see a significant shift that I am not that version of myself that came back last year. I'm now in a version that is more positive, that I can see the change, I can believe the change, I can foresee a greater potential now. And now, like a lot of the fears that I developed all of these fears and all of these doubts, and and not believing in myself, those are just falling away. Like I'm no longer fearing the next steps I want to take with my Zen Mommy business and my online store. Ideas are coming to me and I feel good about it. And, as far as the garden, starting this garden was a project I decided to take on to connect with nature, to produce my own heirloom non-GMO foods, because we already know the foods here are all genetically modified. And so that affects us, in the long run. As along with the 5G, I have yet to talk about that. And shifting that means shifting your vibration means shifting every part of your life, because the old version of you is is in a lot of older vibrations, and you just got to handle it one thing at a time, and like this week, like with this reading I just did, I mean this book reading I just did, I don't know if I'm gonna upload it first or this one first, but it really goes deep into the senses of the soul, and how you have your windows open. You have a window to your senses, and you have to nourish your awareness in every moment, because everything is invading your soul based on how you're feeding into. So I really realized I had a big problem with TV that I was having a hard time to shift. But this right here, it just showed me like probably 80% of my problem is I've been opened up to the wrong senses. I'm taking on fears I never had before. And I'm sure you really notice, since I come back, I haven't really touched any deep topics, serious serious topics. I just been focusing on the reading and the vlog and the and the Zen guidance readings, the book reading and the Zen guidance readings. And I know that I've had a little bit of fear. I've been a little bit of scared of to approaching a subject again. And I know that it's time. And I had some new topics, but I couldn't find them. It looks like they didn't save when I put them down in my phone. Last night I had a topic and I should have got up and wrote it down. It was so good. I hope it comes back to me. So I got here and I didn't have a topic. And so I was kind of frustrated and I was like, maybe I'll just release one video this week. But it's time for me to get back into that. So I'm going to try to make an effort next week to put in another video talking about topics like I used to talk to. I don't know why I developed this fear, and it's just like, I had this fear of, talking about a new topic and worrying about what people think, worrying about, the naysayers, the trolls, the negative people or religious people, that pretty much come to people's channel just to troll them and cause problems. And I don't know why I'm letting that, but see, that was a part of my vibration, how I was being affected. Once you're in a low vibration, your probability patterns are going to be lower vibration situations that you're going to attract. But as you start to shift up out of that vibration, the fears will begin to drop. See, you got to face the fear, then there'll be no fear to face. That's one thing I learned. Is once you actually face a fear, the fear is gone. You realize the fear was really a necessary part of the ego holding you back and whatnot. And so I really feel like, I feel like this is really working. I was nervous at first about like doing this live, talking about raising my vibration, thinking like, what if I fail? What if I'm bleeding on this journey and all of a sudden I just fall off completely and let my subscribers down? But you know what? There's no room for failure. One thing I learned, long as you desire the change, you desire to be better, you desire the truth, that's exactly what the universe is going to show you. That's exactly what your higher self and your spirit guides are going to assist you with. You just have to make it your dominant desire. You have to be thinking. I remember I was like, I don't think I can change. I don't think I can get better. I want to get out of this procrastination and laziness. And my spirit guide spoke to me. I was in the bathroom. And it said, as long as you desire to change, it's going to happen. Do what you're doing. Keep putting forth the energy that you want to change. Keep visualizing that you're going to be changed. You're going to be different. And long as you have it on your mind every day. She was just telling me, you know how this works. Whatever you focus your energy on is what manifests. And even though you might procrastinate and be lazy right now, all you have to do is desire to be out of that vibration and not rush it. Just allow. Just keep putting the desire up. Do an affirmation. Continuously say that. Set your intentions. Say it every day. And just have the desire within. Then you will shift out of that vibration. And so I totally feel that's working. I feel that's happening to me. It's a job. It's work. I see it. There's a part of me that's scared that like I see it rising, but then there's that part of me that's scared like, what if I fall back and just get lazy and not want to do anything again, right? Because while you're starting to shift, there's always going to be that fallback with the ego that's trying to pull you back a little bit. But you just have to let the ego know you got this. You're going to be fine. I'm shifting to a new version of me. And another thing I learned this week about going into the new version of me, I figured out why it's so hard. It's hard because the old version of us is still a part of us. It is still us. And it got comfortable the way it was. And it wants you to stay that way. So imagine like you look at these versions of you, you would look at each version of you as a separate being, kind of. We're still one, but we're all a collective. We're even a collective of ourselves, right? And so there's this version of you that is afraid to raise your vibration and to take on more responsibility, that's afraid it's going to be afraid, that is comfortable with you being, procrastinate, is comfortable with laziness, is comfortable with not meditating, it's comfortable with not doing a video and just chilling all day. And so and I started to learn that was the holdback. There's a part of me that wants to be in the lazy, comfortable state. And it's a part of me that is afraid of the responsibility that I'm going to have when I do shift. And so as I started to see that, I saw it was hard. And I saw that, it's time to make peace with myself. I need to make peace with that version of me. I need to show myself love and show myself gratitude. It wasn't the worst thing in the world to be able to relax all year last year. It really wasn't. But it wasn't what I had tended for my ascension either. But it was what I needed at the time. And it was something that had to happen on my journey for me to come up higher. You can always, it can happen. We can fall into a lower vibration. We can fall into self-indulgence with the ego. And so when it's time to make that shift, I'm really seeing that, like, we just got to make peace with ourselves, allow ourselves to move on and become this new version of us. This new version of us is like being a new person, but it's beautiful and it's greatness and it's amazing. And so to try to stay back in the old vibration, it's going to keep you from what your full potential is. And so you just got to just bring your awareness around these things that I'm talking about. If you're going through this situation, it's really, really helped me. And I'm really, really thankful for this channel and you guys, because I don't know how I'll be doing my ascension if I wasn't able to talk on these videos about it, but it's amazing, it's enlightening, and I'm really happy about this journey, and I feel so much better. I can even tell I look better, my body's glowing, and I'm really excited. This is a beautiful journey. And do I have anything else to say? Let's see. I think I pretty much covered it for this week. Thank you for watching. Peace and love. Namaste.